I believe action is getting underway here at our final table tonight. Massive prize pool, $2,300, $1,000 for the first place tonight. And of course, our WSOP Series second to final tournament of this first half. Seven deuce to kick us off tonight for Aaron. Alex has got a bit of a hand. King Jack. Looks like he'll make the call. Pocket fives for Ray. He'll stick around. Looks like a call from Malcolm. Or a check in the big blind. King 10 offsuit. He'll be behind to Alex. Coming three ways to the flop. 6, queen, 8, 2 spades out there. They check to the turn, a second 8 on the turn. Pocket fives currently in the lead. And a bet from Alex is going to take it down. He's going to get Ray off those pocket fives. Great aggression from Alex there. Earning himself a nice sized pot. Starting tonight in the nosebleed stakes, 15,000, 30,000, 30,000. 6 players remaining. Cowboys for Ray. See what he opts to do here in early position. Relatively early position. We raised to 60. No action, though, to the min raise up to 60 from Ray. Cowboys are going to take it down with the bet pre-flop. Baby ace for Ray. Gets away from the baby ace. A raise to 75 from John. Jack 10 for Kill Bill. It's his favorite hand. Six five suited, also going to hit the muck. John George going to take it down pre-flop with the bet. Ace, queen. It's going to be an all-in from Kill Bill. King 8 suited for Aaron. And no action for the ace queen. There's Ray gonna stick around with the pocket eights. Ace queen suited for John. He raises 60 on top. Just gonna be the call from Ray, who is in the lead to the turn. They check to the turn, and a queen. John George takes the lead. Check from Ray. Min bet there from John George. And a quick fold from Ray. Good fold there with the pocket eights. Six deuce would have been a whole lot of good for Aaron. This time Kill Bill under the gun, first act. Not much to look down at. 8-3 of diamonds. Gonna hit the muck. Jumping jacks for Aaron. It's gonna be all of it. Ace jack for Ray. It looks like a quick call coming from Ray here with the ace jack. He'll need to find an ace. There is the call. Earl with ace 7 in the big blind. He'll get away from it. Ace Jack versus the jumping jacks of Aaron. Aaron at risk. He's going to need a clean run out. No ace. No Broadway. None of it on the flop. And a jack. The case jack on the turn. An ace on the river is still not enough. 3 jacks is going to be good for Aaron. Very big double up there. King Jack this time for Aaron. An early position makes the easy laydown. Looks like a call from Earl with king 6. 2 of his kings already in the muck. Just a check from Kill Bill in the big blind with the 10-8 of diamonds. Live cards, but he'll need to find some help on the flop. Like in the form of 2 10s and an ace. They check to the turn. Jack doesn't change anything. Just need to dodge a queen here on the river. Or that case king. The bet is going to take it down on the turn for Kill Bill. Get a nice little pot from Earl. Looks like a call from Alex with a mystery hand. Ace queen for Ray. He'll be all in. Kill Bill gets out of the way. Aaron with king jack suited has to put it down again. And now it's Alex with his mystery hand. Whatever it is, he's going to put it down. Ray's going to get away with it with the parking lot hand. Ace queen will not have to survive the run out this time, though. All in from John George. Big stack with big slick. Pocket fours for Aaron. This is a tough spot. He gets away from it. Pocket tens for Alex. That's a quick call. I was going to say much harder fold, but it's not a fold in any world. Got a classic race. Got big slick versus pocket tens. King on the flop. Alex going to need to find a 10. And a 9 on the river, no good. Great game from Alex tonight. John George going to increase his chip stack. Now, very much a favorite at our final table. A clear lead in chips.
Take like 20 off each payout to the bubble.
We did 25 last time.
25 off each to the bubble.
Yeah. I'm down. Good enough.
What's the word for it? Reluctantly. If I didn't work here, snap no.
Looks like a walk. Something tells me chips are still going to find the middle of the table for Earl's pocket nines. Not just any chips, all of his chips are going to find the table. 6 deuce hits the muck. Pocket jacks again for Aaron. And he, of course, is going to be all in as well. Quick fold from Ray. The suited ace rag also hits the muck. Pocket nines versus pocket jacks. Nothing left to do but raise. I believe it is a 9 on the flop. He'll need to find a jack on the river. And no jack. The queen of hearts. I believe Aaron's going to have just a little bit behind here. Just enough to stay in the hunt for Aaron. He's got a chip in a chair. Lucky for him, the button is just on the other side of him. He's going to get one full rotation. Granted, just the 5 of them remaining. He will have a couple chances to find his dream hand. I'm sure he's looking for anything but pocket jacks. King, queen for Ray. Gonna be a raise. 80,000 to go. Quick fold from John George. It looks like a call from Earl in the big blind. The 8-3 of diamonds. 8-5 king. Top pair for Ray. King 8 of clubs may be the one. With 25, it absolutely is. Aaron is all in on the suited king. Oh, a call from King 8 offsuit. It's going to be a free roll. Oh, Earl's going to come along. They have to dodge the ace, find a king. Looks like a call from, or a check from the big blind. Couple of clubs, baby clubs out there around the table. Some of those clubs Aaron's going to want to see. I don't know if he knows just how bad he needs to see clubs. Seven, deuce, three, all spades. Top pair for Earl. A second deuce now, two pair for Earl. River card. 10 changes nothing. Earl's going to be good. Great game tonight from Aaron. Out in fifth, which means that we have reached the money. Big congratulations to all of our remaining players. Still WSOP points to fight for. In the thick of it, reaching the final tournaments of this first half of our WSOP Point Ladder Series. King 10 for Earl. On the button. Makes the call. 6-9 offsuit for Kill Bill. He likes it, but it's very, very expensive to stick around these days. He's going to get away. And a check from the big blind. We're going heads up to a flop. Queen 7 offsuit for Ray. King 10 offsuit for Earl. King 10-5 rainbow. Earl's in a massive lead. They check to the turn. And Earl turns a boat. They check to the river. A second 5 out there. Ray checks it again. Bet 60. Ray's going to get away from it quickly. Nothing to hold on to there. Just the world on the run out there for Ray. Or for Earl, sorry. King 5 for Ray. He'll stick around in the small blind. Ray is up to 80. King Queen suited for John. It's going to be a quick call with the King Rag. Looks like we're heads up to a flop. 6, 7, 10, 2 spades. Check from Ray. And the bet from John George will do it. Scare off his competition. He'll take down another pot. Almost 800,000 in chips now for John George. King 5 this time for Kill Bill. Suited in the diamonds. In very early position. He'll get away from it. Good fold. raise from John George is going to get it done again. Queen 8 up against the 8-3 offsuit in the blind battle. Not much competition for John George's raise. Earl is going to stick around with the 7-4. Oh, it's 7-4 suited. 6-4 suited. 6-4 suited for Earl, sorry. 7-4 for Kill Bill. 4 on the flop. 2 diamonds. I bet a 65,000. The kicker currently playing for Kill Bill. He's going to need to dodge the straight outs. He could find any diamond or a clean run out would be good for him. And that'll do. Deuce on the river. 9 of spades on the turn. Kill Bill's going to stick around. Big double up. One minute remaining at 20-40-40. Lines going up again. John George has rockets. It's a smooth raise up to 80,000. 4-3 suited. No way they get any play this hand. Queen 5 suited for Ray. It's going to be a call. Ray's in trouble if he doesn't find clubs, and if he does find clubs, he better not find too many of them. 5, deuce, jack. Pair of 5s for Ray. A bet of 50 from Ray. Into the abyss, up against the aces. Snap call from John George. 4 doesn't change anything. It's time a check from Ray. Quick all in. Ray's not going to be able to find a call here, which is a pair of 5s. Gets rid of them. Still, big pot there for John George with the pocket rockets. And if the computer is correct, John George has just passed the 1 million chip mark.
Fire. 84 miles an hour. Second time he went tonight.
King deuce suited for Kill Bill. Sitting in the best seat in the house on the button. He doesn't want any part of it this time. Ace 8. Gonna get a call out of Ray. And just a check from the 8-deuce suited. The 8-deuce offsuit, sorry. King for queen. Wow, a check from Ray and a bet of 75 from John George will take it down. That's pretty much the combination of cards that has to come out to get Ray. Instantly off the hand. Of course, he can't know just how dominated John was with the 8-deuce offsuit up against the ace-8. Pretty similar. Aces and deuces, they're down there together. No question this time for Kill Bill. All in from John George with the King-3 and a snap call from Earl with Ace-Jack. John George in trouble, but not at risk. A 3, but an ace on the flop. A second ace on the turn. The 5 on the river is no help for John George. It's going to be a big double up. Double up from the big stack for Earl. Wow, 390,000 chips. It's going to leave Earl with nearly 800,000 in front of him.
Basically what I mean is that in poker theory, like basically you never call in this situation because you guys both have like one big blind, like torching your equity in the tournament to call and handle with anything there. Because I'm still 40% leading the range, so it's not like it's a big thing.
Ray is in some serious trouble. He's going to have to find something quick to make a move with. Sounds like an all-in. Ace-King for Earl's, pocket 7s for Kill Bill. Kill Bill's going to have to win a classic race here. He folds the pocket 7. Kill Bill doesn't know what he's talking about. Everybody knows the 7 is always coming. Lucky, lucky 7s. All in blind for Ray. Earl with the ladies. Seven, 5 of diamonds up against the ladies. Ray at risk. Queen, 6, 8. Straight flush draw for Ray. Set on the And the straight on the river for Ray. The flop set, no good for Earl. What a flop indeed, Jeremy. With John, George, and Earl facing off there. Both now evening out at about 900,000 in chips. All in from Ray again with the King 8. This time it's 110 in total. And it looks like John George made the call with 10-9. 3 diamonds on the flop. And a 4th diamond on the turn. Ray makes the second nut flush. Ray went from all-in blind to 300,000 in chips in front of him in 2 hands. Which means that Earl's now taken quite the lead. 300,000 chip lead for Earl now. On the bubble for WSOP points, 3rd place will receive 2, 2nd place 3, and 1st place 5 points in our WSOP point ladder series. Not much for Kill Bill to look down at. Get away from it. A call from John George. And a check from the big blind. King 5 versus King 3. King 9-6. As Jeremy would say, we're looking at a chopportunity. 60 is the bet. A snap call. 2nd 6. Another 60. A quick call from Earl. Deuce changes nothing. They're gonna chop it up. And they check it down on the river. Minuscule profit, if any, for these two chopping up the blinds.
You might be right. That's like the kind of spot that most people don't do that might be right. I'd have to go back and see it again, but probably you might be right.
I mean, he has less than 1 big blind left in the big blind hand.
Guaranteed all in the next hand.
Yeah.
Right. The ladder's worth like almost double the price. Probably right.
Playing the position.
Well, even just, I don't feel good with pocket sevens.
You'd rather get all in.
I've busted out final table with 7 so many times. It just doesn't flush.
Ace Queen for Ray.
He's having an over, yeah.
Just the call. Call from John George. A call from Earl. A bet of 60 from John George. Earl now. Pretty much just the backdoor clubs to hold on to. He makes a call. Ray with the overs. It's going to stick around as well. Going 3 ways to a turn. Kill Bill all in. A jack now. Earl takes the lead. They check to the river. Deuce changes nothing. Queen jack good for Earl. He's going to check. They check it down. Earl's going to be good. Kill Bill will be eliminated. Great game tonight from Kill Bill. With that elimination, our final 3 players have earned their WSOP points, guaranteed 2. Not to mention the large prize pool we have tonight, $1,000 to first.
Raising that. 120. Now shove all in. And a call. Kick in front. Figure out the
Earl with jacks.
Remember twice tonight. Pocket sevens.
And Ray with king queen.
Hit it for a set.
Ray is going to be at risk. He got a queen on the flop and a queen on the turn. Ray going to double up off of the big stack.
dead button.
John, the points for 5-3.
5-3-2. Yeah, it makes this even more interesting.
Ace rag for Earl. He'll get away from it. Jack 7 gonna make the call. A check from John George with King 5 offsuit, currently in the lead. Especially when a king comes on the flop. Scary ace though. They check to the turn. Jack, now they both got a piece of it. Checks over to John George, who makes it 60. Quick call from Ray. 3 on the river does nothing. They check. The king is going to be good for 120,000 chips for John George. And in just a few seconds, in fact, after this hand, we'll be up, I believe, to 40,000, 80,000, 80,000. Open fold from Ray. And 10 deuce is going to hit the muck. Travesty. Up against King 10, I guess, is not the worst case scenario for John George. Get it out of the way. All in from John George. Ray's not quite going to be all in. Pocket sixes for John George. King 8 suited for Earl. He'll get away from it. And Ray will get away from the 10-7 offsuit. big suited over there for Earl. Those blinds quickly make their way around the table and eat away at the stacks of our players. Ray, still not quite all in. King deuce, suited in the clubs for Earl. Looks like a call. King 8 hits the muck for Ray. John George right on the cusp of earning himself a seat to our WSOP satellite in June. Looking for a big placement here tonight. He's done most of the work. It's all down to these last few flips. Looks like just a little bit behind there for Ray. In the big blind at 80-80. They see a flop, and John George is going to flop 2 pair. And no action on John's bet of 80,000. He'll take down another one, and he's starting to climb his way back up to where he was with Earl, but now Earl with nearly 1.5 million in front of him. And now certainly all in for Ray, and Earl's sharing 2 of his cards. He's going to fold the 5-4. Eight, 7. Suited in the diamonds. 4. A pair on the flop. Is going to hold through the river. Ray's going to double up. It's going to be just barely enough for a big blind. Next rotation. Won't be much love this time for the 7 deuce. King deuce for John George. And Ray is once again going to be all in blind. Best of luck to Ray. It's all in the cut here. Nothing he can do but watch it all unfold. Currently in the lead, Queen 9 for Ray. Jack 3, it looks like it's going to be a call for John George. He does stick around. 6-3 for Earl. He's got nothing to stick around with. Ray is going to be in the lead, but at risk up against John George's Jack 3 offsuit. flop. 6, 5, deuce. King. A 4. No 4. The jack for John George. On the river. Great game from Ray tonight. Sick river for Ray. He played incredibly. He caught some hands to stay alive there towards the end. The button is going to go to Earl. Congrats on our final two players, John George and Earl, for finding their way heads up. Now battling for the 5 WSOP points and the $1,000 first place prize. King 3 offsuit for Earl. Queen 4 suited. Sounded like an all-in from John George. Great move from John George to earn himself a free 80,000 chips. Now just about neck and neck, 1.1 million chips for both players. And an open fold. 10-3, nothing to play with. And it's Cowboys for Earl. What a good time to be dealt 10-3 offsuit for John George. $10-9 for Earl. This time he's all in. And John George gonna get away from the Jack 3. Worked for him last time, no need to push it. Jack deuce this time. He'll get away from it. King Jack for Earl. Seems like John George probably not liking the cards he's looking at, but they're saving him a hell of a lot of chips. Would have been in deep trouble these last two hands had they come to fruition. Heads up to the flop. 5-8 Jack. John George is in the lead. They check to the turn. Queen does not change anything. 7's going to give John George 2 pair. The bet will take it down on the river with John George's 2 pair. $6-9 for John George. Sounds like John George is going to take our first place points, and they're going to chop up the remaining money Congratulations to our players tonight. Fought long and hard. One of our largest tournaments here in South Plains on a Wednesday night, no less. Over $1,000 to first place. We won't see anybody take that down themselves with the two-way chop. But they earned it. They fought hard for a while tonight. It's starting to get late. With that being said, we will be back Friday night with the final tournament of our WSOP Split A. It'll be the 29th tournament, and then we will start the second half of our WSOP series. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you Friday.